and welcome to my channel. My name is Martine, and if you are new here, I do videos on Vedic astrology mainly, but also with some tropical insights, and I focus on both relationship and natal astrology. And if you like this video and you would like to hear more content from me, please like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell to see when I will post a new video. And also, if you're interested in a personal consultation, I do consultations on a wide variety of topics. Please check out the video description. I will leave my contact information there. Thank you. So, first of all, just a friendly reminder, please remember to watch as many as the ads as you can to continue to support my channel for free. And this video is going to be in continuation with a series that I have started quite some time ago. But I have decided to switch up the format a little bit because I had started doing these lengthy videos. The plan is to eventually cover Mars through the houses for all ascendants. So far, I have only done Mars in the first house and Mars in the second house. And in the previous videos, I just included the general description in the first part of the video. So I'm going to be switching it up now. I'm going to do the general description for Mars in houses separately, and then I'm going to do a separate video for Mars through each house for the first 6 ascendants from Aries to Virgo, and then a separate video for Mars in each house for all ascendants from Libra to Pisces, okay, to make it less lengthy and complicated. Okay, so today's video is going to be on Mars in the third house. Okay, so what is the third house? The third house is about your willpower. It's kind of like has to do with your modus operandi, so to speak. So it rules things like how you go about doing things, how you go about achieving things. It rules your level of courage. It's also called one of the Dusthana houses in Vedic astrology. Dusthanas are the 3rd, the 6th, the 8th, and the 12th houses, and these are basically seen as the most negative, so to speak, or rather challenging houses. But the third house is the least dark and challenging out of all of these Dusthana houses. However, it is considered a positive thing when a malefic like Mars sits in a Dusthana house, okay, because malefics know how to handle these challenging houses, okay, so they feel more at home here than a benefic planet would feel. So some other things that the third house rules: communication, verbal, written, in any form possible. Errands, short-term trips, whether it's short distance or short duration. The neighborhood, so trips around the neighborhood, your actual neighbors, relationship with your neighbors, your younger siblings. So Mars in the third house makes a person very brave, first of all. Not just brave, but daring. So these are people that do not have any qualms about taking on the biggest of challenges. They're generally very courageous, especially in certain signs, okay? I'm going to be talking more about the separate signs in the future videos in the series. But yes, this is a placement that makes a person very brave, very determined, very competitive as well, especially due to the aspect. So yeah, I'm going to get to that in a bit. One interpretation, however, is that you could literally have younger brothers, or if you have sisters, they're going younger sisters. They're going to tend to be Mars-like, so they're going to be like competitive and outdoorsy, and I guess what would be called as kind of a tomboy. That's one interpretation. Another thing is, though, you might actually get into conflicts frequently with your younger siblings, and maybe even with your neighbors, okay? So there might be some situations of conflicts there, or you will tend to attract situations of conflict or maybe even difficult neighbors. And another thing, okay, is moving on to the aspects of Mars. So as I mentioned, I think I have mentioned in previous videos, in Vedic astrology, Mars makes special aspects. So from the 3rd house, Mars will aspect the 6th house by 4th aspect. It will aspect the 9th house by 7th aspect, and the 10th house by 8th aspect. Okay, so these are other spheres of life that Mars will throw its influence on. So the aspect on the 6th house just reinforces the fact that this person is extremely competitive. Fortunately, this shows that, especially if Mars is strong in the chart, this person, by sign and aspects, this person is almost certainly going to basically destroy their enemies. Well, maybe not destroy, but overcome, let's say, their enemies and any challenges that are in their path. And also, they're going to do very well in competition. So this is a good placement even for athletes, people who make a living even out of competitions, even mental competitions, right? School competitions, any kind of competitions. This person will thrive in competitive situations. Because of the aspect on the 6th house, it could also bring conflicts with coworkers, though. Also because of the aspect to the 10th house. Okay, so you can expect to kind of attract situations of conflict, maybe with the coworkers, with the bosses. There could be arguments, especially when it comes to the office environment. You might deal with things like gossip and situations of secrecy, because the 8th house has to do with investigation and stuff. It could even be that people who have this placement might try to use, hidden secrets at work to get ahead. That is also one interpretation. But whichever the case, it definitely oftentimes shows a difficult relationship with superiors. And also with the father figure as well. You can expect to have conflicts with the father figure. In fact, because of the 7th aspect on the 9th house also rules the father in Vedic astrology. This shows that these people might actually disobey the father frequently, may, choose to take a totally different path or not listen to the father's teachings, because they think they know what is best, or rather they feel a strong desire to follow their own willpower and their own instincts. Okay. This also means that you are actually very likely to do well in business. Okay, so because of the Mars influence on the 3rd house, you will have strong enterprising spirit. And also just your courage, and your courage is definitely going to serve you in life. And so pretty much these are people who can achieve whatever they set out to achieve, especially if the Mars is also strong by sign. Some famous examples of people who have this placement include Katy Perry, Miley Cyrus, Cameron Diaz, Mark Zuckerberg, Kate Middleton, Halle Berry, George Michael, Alfred Hitchcock, and Penelope Cruz. Okay, and just for fun, I actually searched some of these people, and I think at least 3 of them have a younger brother. It's not always true. Some of them didn't have. I was just searching for fun because I wanted to see if it's true. Not some of them are just only children, or some of them do have had only sisters or younger sisters. Okay, so it's not necessarily true that you're going to have a younger brother, but it is likely. Okay, of course it depends on what other influences are there. Okay, so this has been the general interpretation. I hope you have enjoyed it. And once again, if you have, please like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell to see when I will post a new video. And also, if you're interested in a personal consultation, I do consultations on a wide variety of topics. Please check out the video description. I will leave my contact information there. Thank you.